Hi everybody, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by my channel. Now today I wanted to talk with you guys about my personal perspective on the Instacart shopping role as a full service shopper and the ability, of course, to pick your hours on schedule versus the on-demand feature. Now for some of you guys, the on-demand feature has been out since the very concept of it. And for some of you, it has not come out in your area yet. And while others, like here in Orlando, it just recently came out. And so I wanted to talk with you guys about how things have been on my end and my thoughts about which one do I prefer. This may vary upon you. This may vary upon your zone, where you are, how much you drive. I mean, there's so many factors that go into it. But for me personally, where I am in the Orlando area. And so it was easy for me to use the on-demand feature versus picking my own hours on schedule. Now, I know initially when you first start Instacart, of course, they recommend that you try to find some hours available. And typically hours go within a couple of seconds. And so it's very hard to even pick hours to sustain yourself on the platform. Now, some people can kind of work their way around it and not really have to worry about picking hours so much, but they can still pick hours here and there as they become available. Some people choose not to work zones that are far away from a specific area where they are, and that's okay. But what I've discovered over the past few weeks of me testing out the on-demand feature here in Orlando is that it works better for me personally. For one thing, I don't really have to be so concerned with trying to pick or schedule hours. Now, there were some hours available in specific zones that I like to work in, and I did those. However, I just find it too constricting to stay within that certain zone, especially if Instacart are sending you batches that are not paying you very well. And like they can ding you for not accepting the batch, especially if they send you something that doesn't pay good at all. I just like the on-demand feature because I can kind of go wherever I feel like it. Some batches that are in different areas or in different zones pay way more than where you could be sitting right at this moment. Feel like sometimes when you schedule yourself hours, not that it's a bad thing because I've done it since I've been on the platform, that you only have to work that one area. And what I also find is that sometimes they stretch you. Like they'll try to send you batches or double, triple batches, and they try to expand that territory so they don't have to pay you as much as they should. And so, but you're stuck in that one zone. And my thing is, you know, I like to be able to spread my wings and go wherever I feel like it. Of course, you got to think about gas and the wear and tear in your car, taxes. I mean, I already know about all that stuff, but I'm just talking about this as a whole. Me personally, I like the on-demand feature because it works better for me. I'm a person that likes my freedom. And so I like to be able to do what I want. And for me, I like it like that. Because I find that sometimes I might end up going to a store that I particularly do not care to go to. Now, I've seen batches, even on the on-demand feature here in Orlando, that pay like up to $50. Like I've seen batches like that pay very, very well. But the part that I do not like about the whole thing still with Instacart is the pay, and also the fact that they may send you a batch that you may think is, oh wow, $35, you know, and then you try to go and accept it. You realize that you're delivering for 2 or 3 people, and the Instacart pay is only $8, but the tips are probably, you know, maybe $25 or $23, or however you add that up, you know what I mean? And so you're like, okay, so Instacart's only paying me a couple dollars to deliver to 2 or 3 people, but the tips are good. So which one do you choose? Of course, now that we do have the instant cash out feature, that's great, but you don't get your tips until the next pay period, so those roll over because customers can adjust the tip. And that's also, I think, a downside to this platform is that even if a customer does take off the tip and Instacart tries to adjust it by paying you more, and they pay me more, I still feel like that's still a service and that should not be taken off. You know, that's just my opinion. And I think that if a customer does adjust the tip, it shouldn't be lower. It shouldn't be like, it should be higher, you know? And I think that's kind of crazy. And I think also customers try to do that, adjust the tip or make it lower, so that way they can try to escape whatever Instacart is charging them for fees. So they'll try to make up an excuse as to whatever was wrong with the order just to get out of paying the tip. And then Instacart kind of supplements that with how much ever that they pay us. So I think that's kind of how customers get out of that. It's my opinion, guys. I prefer the on-demand feature better than just picking hours. I'm not saying picking hours is wrong. Again, if you want to pick up hours in your area, you can do that. But I feel like they try to give you orders that you don't want to take and force you to do it and then penalize you for doing that. And to me, I don't think that's fair. So that's just me. And then if you don't accept a certain amount, then they try to kick you off schedule. And I think that's stupid. So yeah, you kind of have to pick your poison. Yeah, so anyway, that's my opinion. I want to share with you guys the next video about the in-store stuff, and I will talk with you soon. God bless you guys. Bye.